Kakuro. Down there, those two must add up to 3 with no repeats. They have to be 1 and 2. Those two must add up to 4 with no repeats, so they have to be 1 and 3. That has to be 1 or 2, that has to be 1 or 3, that has to be 1 or 2, and it has to be 1 or 3, which is just, 1. Making that 2 and that 3. To make 7, this has to be 1, 2 and 4. Which I think it can be. Yeah. Likewise, these have to be 1, 2 and 4. 15, that has to be at least 6. Let's make 16. We've got at least 1 and 2, making that at most 10. It's already at most 9. And most 2 and 4 make 9, making that 6. So it's at least 6, which we already knew. Okay, that didn't narrow it down. I've got a 3 and 4 pair again. 1 and 2 that way, 1 and 3 that way. That's an 8. So those must add up to 8. With a 3 in it, the other two must make 5 without using a 3. So they have to be 1 and 4. I already know those are 1 and 4. I already know those are 1 and 4, therefore I know those are 1 and 4. 1, 3 and 4 makes 8, there and there. And the total of this column must be 16, so that must be 8. To make 15, that must be 7. These must make 9. I have a 30. 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6 is 30. So that must be what we have. We don't know which way round they go yet, but we do know these have to be 6, 7, 8, 9 in some sequence. 16, that has to be 7 and 9, so that's narrowed down. This makes 9, so that can't be the 9. 29, it's 1 less than 30. So I reduce 1 of 6, 7, 8, 9 by 1 without creating a repeat. Can't go 6, 6, 8, 9, can't go 6, 7, 7, 9, can't go 6, 7, 8, 8, have to go 5, 7, 8, 9. One of them must be 5, and it can't be there because that's 6, 7, 8, 9, doesn't have a 5 in it. 24, 7 plus 8 plus 9 is 24. That must be what goes there, and there. The only one of those that can possibly be the 5 is that. Oh, and 11. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 makes 10. So the same logic as going from 30 down to 29, from 10 up to 11, you have to increase one of them, and it has to be the 4 becoming a 5. So out of 5, 7, 8, 9, and 1, 2, 3, 5, the only thing that appears in both is the 5. If that's 1, 2 or 3, that's 1 or 3, and those must make 5. If that was 1, that would be 4, and it can't. So that must be the 3, that must be the 2. Making that 1. These are 1, 2, 3. I've already got the 2. Well, the 1, 2, 3, 5, I've already got the 2 and the 5. And there's a 1 in this row already. That can only be the 3. And the 1 can only go there. To make 12, that must be 8. And to make 8, that must be 7. To make 24, that must be 9. So these two are 7 and 8. Those two are 7 and 9. That's 1 or 4, making that 5 or 8. Well, we already know this is 6, 7, 8, 9. That can't be 5. So it has to be the 8. Making that 1, that 4, that 1, that 4, and that 1. These have to be 7, 8. It's 5, 7, 8, 9 there. I've got an 8 in this column, so that can't be 8. That must be 7. That must be 8. These have to be 7 and 9. I've got the 7, so that's 9, and that's 7. These have to be 7, 8, 9. I've got 7, 8. That must be 9. 31 in 5 is very easy to do, because 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 2, 5, 7, 8, 9, or 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, or 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, or, you know, many options. That 4 means those are 1 and 3. That 11 means those are up to 11. That's at most 9, so that's at least 2. It can't be the 1, so it must be the 3. Making that 8, 17. 8 plus 9. Has to be 8 and 9. That must be the 9. I have 10, those would make 13, and they can't be 4, 9. So 3, those must be 1 and 2. Could be 1, 2, 5 down there, or 1, 3, 4. So 1 and 2 are both options. 1 or 2 there, in that 9, makes that 7 or 8. And they have to make 13. So 7, 6 or 8, 5. That can't be 6. Those are at least 1 and 2. Any 2 are at least 1 and 2. To make 8, that is at most 5. So 5 and 8. And 1, 2, and a 1 there. So I've got a 1 and a 9. Well, the 1 leaves 4 spaces in which to make 30. So again, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those must be 6, 7, 8. And that can't be 6, 7 or 8, so it must be the 6. Those must be 7, 8. That one can't be 7. Must be the 8. That must be the 7. These two have to make 8, so that's 1. 6. 1 plus 2 plus 3 makes 6. So those are 2 and 3. Those two, any 2, are at most 9 plus 8, making 17. I need to make 19, so that must be at least 2. And we've just established that with the 1, 2, 3. Those are 8, 9 or 7, 9. That's 2 or 3. 23 in 3 is 6, 8, 9. 9 plus 8 plus 7 is the most you could put in, and that makes 24. So you must subtract 1 from one of them, which gives you 6, 8, 9 across there. And 16 has to be 7, 9. And that has to be 7, 9. Oh, there we go. Even ignoring everything else I've put in, that has to be 7 and 9. That has to be 6, 8 and 9. So that one can only be the 9. Making that 7 and that 9. And those are 6 and 8. Going back to stuff I already knew, that's 7 or 8 and 2 or 3. And that's 6 and 8. So that one has to be the 8. That has to be 6. That has to be 2. That has to be 3. 10, 18, 19, 25. Correct. Sorted.